Friends? Is money everything? This question crosses everyone's mind at some point, but the answer often comes when life teaches us a hard lesson. This is the story of a man who, in his pursuit of wealth, lost the most precious relationships in his life. But by the time he realized this, it was too late. So, without further delay, let's begin the story. In a village, there was a successful businessman named Ramesh. He had earned a lot of money through his hard work. He owned a big house, expensive cars, and had millions in the bank. But there was one thing he lacked: time. Ramesh spent all his time growing his business. He had a small family, a wife and a son. His wife would often say, "Ramesh, spend some time with your family. Money can come and go, but these moments will never return." But Ramesh always replied, "There's a lot of work right now. Once I become even more successful, we'll spend time together." Days passed, and Ramesh became busier. His son Rahul was growing up, but he rarely got to spend time with his father. He would always ask, "Papa, will you play with me?" But Ramesh would respond, "Not now, son, I have a meeting. We'll play later." But that later never came. One day, Ramesh's father suddenly fell ill and was taken to the hospital. The doctors said his condition was critical. Ramesh was so immersed in his work that he only checked on him over the phone, saying, "Papa, I'll come after my meeting. Don't worry." A few hours later, Ramesh received a call from the hospital. His father had passed away. It was like lightning had struck Ramesh. He rushed to the hospital, but by then, it was too late. His father was gone. Ramesh's heart shattered. He hadn't been with his father in his final moments. He remembered how his father used to say, "Son, making money is good, but relationships are important in life too." Ramesh had never taken those words seriously. After the funeral, Ramesh returned home. The house was silent. His wife and son sat quietly. Suddenly his son softly said, "Papa, Grandpa always played with me. Now, will you play with me?" Hearing his son's words, Ramesh realized his mistake. He had never made time for his son or his family. He had been so caught up in his wealth that he had forgotten the importance of his relationships. He had thought that by earning money, he could make his family happy. But the truth was that his family wanted his presence, not just his money. That night, Ramesh said to his wife, "I made a huge mistake. I was chasing money and lost my most valuable relationships. I had everything, but I wasn't there for my father in his final moments. Now, I won't let the same happen with my son." His wife comforted him, saying, "It's not too late, Ramesh. Money can't buy everything. Happiness, love, and time are the real wealth. If we are with our family, everything else will fall into place." From that day on, Ramesh decided to balance his work and family time. He made it a rule to spend every evening with his wife and son. Slowly, Ramesh realized that money wasn't everything. True happiness in his life came from being with his family. So, friends, the lesson this story wants to convey is that while money is important, what's even more valuable is the time we spend with our loved ones and our relationships. In life, there are some things that money can't buy, and we only realize their true value when we've lost them. The greatest regret in life is when we realize we've lost our relationships while we were too busy chasing wealth. That's why it's important to always remember, money can be earned again, but lost relationships and time never come back. True happiness lies in being present with those who are always with us, our family and our loved ones.